Hello everyone, you're welcome to Political Matters and OPC TV SUNDOS Communication. I'm your host Alagbe Kayode, and I'm going to be talking about some debatable and topic issues today. So I have my guest today, Mr. Ike. Mr. Ike, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
And so today we'll be talking about the president and departure to the UK. We'll be talking about some probes that have been made by the House of Representatives. So don't go nowhere. When we come back, we'll be talking about these things. We'll be back. Welcome back to the show. They say Political Matters and OPC TV SUNDOS Communication. Mr. Ike, once again, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Yes, so we have another edition today again. So, like today, we'll be talking about probes. They have been probing some people. But first of all, let's start with the departure of President Muhammadu Buhari to the UK for another medical checkup. What's your reaction concerning this?
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, welcome, sir.
As earlier said, Mr. President, why every time running to London for medical checkup? We have hospitals here, which Nigerian government they are budgeting money into all these clinics, like Asorok Medical Clinic. He's supposed to be going medical checkup. They are not every time running back to the London for checkup. And meanwhile, for president to leave, he should hand over power to his vice. That is why that is the duties of the vice president.
But I saw that it is not necessary for the president to hand over if it's not more than 3 weeks that the president has not been around.
Yes, that's 21 days.
Yes.
According to the law and the constitution. Specify says 21 days.
Yes.
Now, he said he's returning in July. Nobody knows the actual date in July.
There's a second week of July.
Second week of July. But in a recent...
But that should be more than 3 weeks already.
Yes, he should hand over that power to his vice.
What's the issue concerning handing over power? This is your vice president.
Yeah.
If you are not around, logically and constitutional-wise, we should be able to pass over. It shouldn't be an issue. Then why is it that you always find it difficult to hand over power to Osibanjo anytime he goes for his medical checkup?
Because of his selfish interest. Because now, let me not tell you, he's a president of Nigeria, not the president of Fulanis. Because the area he was going, Fulani area, he don't want another person like what happened to him during the military rule. The overthrew his government, took over from him. He don't want it to repeat itself again. That's why he's afraid of transmitting power to his vice. Take for instance, during his first tenure, during the time of former Senate President Bukola Saraki, he will make sure anytime this man is going for medical checkup that he transmitted that power to his vice. Even if it's 1 week, he said transmit power to him and he will transmit power. But now I'm sorry to say it, we don't have National Assembly anymore, So that's why whenever he's going, he will not. And you see his aides will be telling you that president's supposed to hand over power when the thing is more than 21 days. He will not hand over. It's not done.
Okay, you made mention of our public health sector and the health system that we have in Nigeria. This departure of the president, it just comes during the time that the doctors are also planning to go on strike, and it leaves every Nigerian to think about if the president is going to the UK for medical checkup, won't he pay the doctors for the services that they are rendering to him? Because these are our doctors. If there's one particular trade that we are not supposed to toy with, it's supposed to be the medical profession.
Yeah.
And it's just so sad that we are taking it for granted, or the government are taking it for granted. What's your reaction concerning this?
Yes, thank you. Like Nigerian government, since inception, that their medical this thing, anything pertaining health, they have not been serious about it. Look at the money they budgeted for health. Look at the money they budgeted for education. Look at the money they budgeted for agriculture. Look at the money they budgeted for communication. Now, where they're supposed to budget money, you see health, you see education, you see security. Those three things are paramount. Then agriculture follows because the masses must eat. Now, every year, we budgeted billions of naira for only Asoro Clinic. Then allocated billions of naira to Ministry of Health. Now they are not paying our medical doctors here. Any small thing, they will run to abroad. You understand? Because doctors want to go on strike because they are not paying them what they're supposed to pay them. They're supposed to pay them because a worker is entitled for his wages. Where you are running to London, you still meet Nigerian medical doctors there. They are there working as professionals and they are paying them. Oyibo doesn't play with Nigerian doctors.
Yes.
Now,
you could remember that during Corona, they even had to say that if there was any Nigerian doctor ready to travel, that they would sponsor everything.
With free visa, everything.
Free visa, everything. So you can see the amount of what's the levity that they put with a medical doctor. And it's just a shame that we are just taking it for granted in this country.
That's the thing. Because they are not realistic on what they are doing. If you come with an agenda, you know that this medical something is important to every citizen, not even only him as the president. I could remember when the son had an accident, when they took him to Asoro Clinic. The wife came up and said, even ordinary paracetamol is not in even Asoro Clinic. So it's a simple thing. And Nigerian government, this government have been budgeted billions of naira into that Asoro Clinic. They are embezzling it, busy doing nothing there. So what is the sense? If Nigerian doctors want to go on strike, and because of it, he ran to London for follow-up, say medical follow-up, check-up, all these things. It's not fair. He should be here and do the check-up here. If they are paying medical doctors what they're supposed to pay them, why running to London for check-up? Why is they afraid? So what of the pharmacists? If they are sick, who takes care of them? Nobody. So they will die here. They are nobody. He's the only person that valued his life. No, it's not done. We should stop all these things.
Okay, so moving forward, let's talk about this issue of restructuring. You know, we have had people saying, okay, restructuring should work. People saying it's great secession. So the Afenifere, the Ohanaeze and the Arewa Consultative Forum have come together and have said that they are insisting on restructuring. Why do you think they are insisting on restructuring when some other Yoruba leaders and some other IPOB members are agitating for secession?
Now, thank you. You see, there are two different things between secession and the restructuring.
Yes.
Now, why people are clamoring for these things? Because of the poor governance. If the government is good, people will not come out and start agitating. We want to go, we want to do this. When you see first insecurity in this nation, the way the thing is going, appointments, the way it's going, everywhere surrounded by these Fulanis, no other tribe, you won't see them in any key position. Now let me tell you, if I should suggest Nigeria as at today even doesn't need this restructuring because it's too late for we to restructure. What Nigeria needs now is what? Separation. Let us disintegrate. Let this tribe go, let this side go, let this side go, so that there will be peace. You understand? Because when former president of Nigeria, Goodluck Jonathan, conducted this confab 2014, you know, they recommended about this restructuring of a thing, devolution of power, state policing, you understand, financial autonomy to this, then state will control their state and bring something to the center, that's federal, to pay the federal civil servants and all these things, you understand? But there will be state police and all these things. Now, we saw the report, Nigerians gathered, and we spent billions of naira for that. Then after that, we are hoping when he left power, 2015, we are hoping when this new president came in that he will go through that thing. And those things they recommended in there, you move to National Assembly and they harness with them so that they can come up with their blueprint. All these things will be over so that people will not be agitating. This region will say, you didn't give us. This region say, you didn't give us. That's what's bringing all this problem in Nigeria. Look at everywhere, insecurity everywhere. People no longer go to their farm. Now, restructuring is not the answer. The answer in Nigeria for peace to reign, continue to reign, let us separate because we are not one.
Let the secession happen.
Yes, if we are saying that we are one, appointment will go around. We will maintain that federal character principle. That's how we saw it during the time of former President Olusegun Obasanjo. Even let Umaru Musa Yar'Adua, we saw it. Even Jonathan that left yesterday, we saw it. Let appointment goes round. people will not agitate. It's not that there is no Yoruba Nation or Oduduwa or IPOB.
There was, yes.
They are there since, but it's not like
No.
this time around now. People are protesting every day that we want to go. You understand? Separation is the answer because Erufai-led committee, APC, they said then, went through this thing and wrote a report about restructuring, and they submitted to Mr. President. Up to today, nothing happens. What he came up last week to say that he will not restructure Nigeria under his government.
But now he's saying that he's going to.
That's the one he said yesterday again.
Yes.
That's the one he said yesterday again. He said that now he's trying to put it to National Assembly. That is to say that National Assembly don't know what they are doing as legislators. If they know what they are doing, they are the one who will be championing all these things. Say, okay, he said that if they bring bill about restructuring, he was sent to it. It's a challenge to them. So they should come up with something. Maybe before he returned from this medical checkup, they should try to put things in order. If it is restructuring as they are saying now, I think if they should go on, maybe restructuring now is more of separation. Let us start from there, so that when we now have a regional government, all these things won't be happening.
Okay, so let's quickly go to, we said we were talking about different proofs.
Yes.
Let's quickly go to the Zamfara State House of Assembly. It has concluded that they are going to be investigating the alleged money laundering of 1.25 billion naira that was supposed to be allocated to healthcare, what we were talking about. Let's quickly, I think you've heard about the story. Let's quickly get a reaction concerning
it. Thank you. That is all those things we are saying. Now, this money was allocated for something, healthcare, the life of people, citizens that voted them in. Now, someone diverted this money, embezzled it. You understand? Or it's not only the House of Assembly members that embezzled that money. Commissioner for Health should be involved in that. Even the governor is involved in that. There's the former governor, not this one, though, because this thing happened past administration.
Yes.
Now, they should call the former governor to bring him to book. Even the former commissioners, permanent secretaries, because they know what happened. Even the medical directors of all those government hospitals there, they know how this money went about. You understand? Now they should call them. Look at such amount of money. That means they are not even interested in the lives of people that voted them into power. Their own interest, that is the one in their pocket and their family. It's not done here. In abroad, in overseas, which we always see all these things. You understand? All these things, like a former president of Ivorian former president was sentenced to life imprisonment 3 days ago, and I was watching it in Al Jazeera. People are jubilating. A former president, until all those things begin to happen in this nation, we won't get it right here.
You see, we're going to talk about another probing. The House of Representatives Committee on Public Accounts has invited the Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amechi, concerning the 166 billion naira allocated for Nigerian port authorities. I don't. Let's get your reaction concerning because
on unremitted account.
Yes.
Yeah, you can see these people. They are busy looting funds, and you say you are fighting corruption. How are you not fighting corruption? When, like the former managing director of that NPA, that Adizat Bala Mohammed, throughout his stay, 6 years, without remitting a dime to federal government's account. Where is she remitting the money that NPA is generating? NPA is a parastatal and they are making money heavily. It's like farm. Federal, they are making huge amount of money. Now, NPA couldn't account for this. Now, they are inviting the minister of... That's under his ministry. He should be answerable to that. Maybe the woman have given a clue that where they are, the money is too much.
Now, talking about he should be answerable to the
Minister
allegations.
Yes.
There was an interview with I think Sheon from the Channels TV when they were asking him some questions concerning this and he could not say anything concerning it, and that shows the level of will I say, dishonesty and corruption that fuel the political leaders that we have in the country.
Right.
They asked him. I think they asked him concerning the transportation sector, and he said it was not his own position to answer questions like that. It now leads us to what is if these ministers, we have ministers, as we have the transportation, we have housing, we have, and these people are not working. What's their essence in the Nigerian government? What's their contribution? They have no contribution.
No contribution. What government should do? They should remove all of them. We should be operating with permanent secretaries so that you can allocate limited fund to them to pay their salaries and do little contract in their offices. What is the essence of minister of this, minister of that? They are doing nothing. Look at the Minister of Transportation. That thing is not supposed to be under Minister of Aviation.
Yes.
They are just similar thing. What are they doing? Even before it was Works, Housing and Transport, just one ministry. Why separating it? This one is under this in Imasa. This one is under it. It's nothing. I'm telling you. Look at the amount of money somebody embezzled, and we are still clamoring to go and borrow. People are suffering. The citizens are suffering. People are dying, crying. Civil servants, minimum wage of 30,000. Government couldn't pay. Look at job. People are unemployed everywhere, losing their jobs. Still, government of the day are still talking of how they will go and borrow.
You talked about borrowing now.
Yeah.
The Senate president, he said that Nigeria is poor.
Yes.
That the only way that we can sustain ourselves and sustain the infrastructure is to borrow. Then where is the money, the crude oil money? Where is it going to?
I don't know. the oil money, where they are putting
this is the same oil money that Dubai used to civilize their country.
Saudi Arabia, the same thing. Even this Oman, Qatar, all these things. Even in Kuwait, they have no other source than this oil. What of US? What of Britain? What of all this Germany? What gives them money? Is it not tax? But the economy is okay. Now Nigerians will pay tax here. We are not seeing the impact of tax in Nigeria. Look at the oil. We are not seeing the impact. And we are one of the oil-rich countries. We are not seeing the impact. No good road here. No good hospital here. No good, no electricity here. Nothing. Everywhere. Economy, zero. How are we going to continue like we can't continue like this now, because corruption is into these people that are ruling Nigerians. Our leaders are corrupt. It's not like this. If they should be, maybe any governor or minister or this thing, that when you commit all this fraud, all these things, they will send you to life imprisonment. When they begin to jail many of them, others will sit up. Because nobody talks to them. They feel that all is well. You can come. Nigeria is a country. I see that someone can come and gather money and get away. Bill Clinton said it when he came to Nigeria in 2000. He told the former Prime Minister Olusegun Obasanjo, there is money in this country. He said Nigeria even has money more than US. He said what is killing Nigeria is corruption. He said you see a leader who acquire money that even in the next 100 years that the country will not finish. He said what for?
Now finally, let's quickly talk about Nasir fight Kaduna State. It has been faced with another bandit attack. This bandit attack has they've adopted 3 people and they've killed 1 driver. It seems that every time that we come for a program like this, we are always talking about bandit attack. Let's quickly get a reaction.
Thank you. Like what he said last time, is even if they kidnap his son or the daughter or their wife, he will never negotiate with bandit for anything. You will never negotiate with bandit. You people have started negotiating with bandit right from day one. You understand? Because our security agencies, they are not doing anything. They are not performing. They are just allocating money to them. They are busy embezzling it. So nobody wants to work. Now, whenever they adopt people, Shegumi will not go and negotiate. Because he's a negotiator now between the bandits and government. I don't know who made him the negotiator. He negotiates how much they will release and government will pay. And state governors, government have been paying this thing. Even in Niger State, even in Zamfara, or so many states in the north today, they have been paying. Now, what Erufai is going to do, since he said that he's not going to negotiate with bandits, they should give him 24 hours to bring those people back and bring the bandits to book. That is the assignment they will give to him, because now nobody should go and negotiate for him. He said no negotiation, that he will bring those people, he will do this, he will do that. It's not how to run government. If they are sincere to the citizens, all these things, you won't see it. They started this problem that is in the north, almost all over the country now.
And now they cannot end it.
When they said, if you didn't hand over power to me, that there will be a bloodbath in this nation. And along the line, the man said, okay, take so that there will be no bloodbath in the country. Now there is bloodbath every day, every minute of the day. Whenever you listen to news, you will hear killing. Whenever you listen to news, you will hear kidnapping, adoption everywhere. Is that how this country is before? At least people are free to move to the north. Then we'll go to holidays in the north. We'll stay, we'll return when school, all this long vacation of 18. Now you can't go to north. Even where you are staying is not even safe. It's only God that is helping Nigerians. I'm telling you the truth, because all these people, they are everywhere, and they are saying that it's not Nigerian Fulani, it's foreign Fulani that enter this place. Who brought them in? Who opened border for them? Fulani, they can't go to the airport, say they want to come to Nigeria. They enter through all those Chad, all those Niger, Borno State. They enter through those places. So border is open. The place is porous, because Nigeria, this immigration are not working. Customs are not working. Nigerian police are not working. Nigerian army are not working. Now the chief of defense staff, Lokerebo, in the news yesterday in the night, he was warning Shegumi. That Shegumi said that all these things that happens in the north, that the military connive with all these bandits, they say you should withdraw that statement. Now, somebody one Igbo man said that they should get Shegumi. They should get him arrested immediately and prosecute him. If it is a Igbo man or Yoruba man, by now, the person will be in prison. They will say it's a treasonable felony. So why can't them arrest Shegumi? For all these things, he said that if Nigeria don't negotiate with a bandit, there will be no peace in this nation. That means you are part of them. You negotiate, you collect money, they give you your own court, you give you. Who made him the negotiator? And government of the day, keep quiet, watching him. So we are not going to do this. Aerofire should be up and doing. You know, not killing Christians in the north, in Southern Kaduna there, doing all sorts of things. He should be proactive as the governor and tackle insecurity. Since Mr. President said that governors go to your state and tackle your insecurity. Now, we have no president now. That's what he's saying. If governors should be carry on with this, what is the duty of the Mr. President? They have no job again. That means it's as good as let us separate so that we now know that governors are working. There is power, or go on this restructuring so that full power will be handed over to them. They can be able to tackle all these things. If we have state police and all these things, my brother, I quote you, won't see all this insecurity. Because if you are from Ondo State, you know if you are working as a policeman or an army man in Ondo State, you know the terrain of Ondo State. Whenever something is happening, you can be able to go and lay hand on that one and bring him to book.
Yes,
you understand?
Definitely.
Nobody will if they transfer you from here to Borno, you don't know the place. Like I have a cousin now. We bear the same surname. His father, the man that gave birth to his father, and my father is the same father. But his son, he's a police officer and inspector of police. He was at Aba, from Aba to Port. Now, since 2 to 3 months now, he was transferred to Borno, Medugri. So he was posting in Facebook that we should be praying for him, for him to go and return. You understand? In fact, day that break yesterday, I was in a dream. I had a terrible dream concerning him, where he was shot and they brought his corpse back. So I was crying that dream. I wake up. It was around 2:30. So I started by saying, God, don't allow this thing to happen. Is that how it's supposed to be? You will transfer someone from Abia State to Borno, no transfer allowance, no hotel allowance, nothing. You take him there. At the end of the day, some of them lost their life. A boy in this street passed out from this Nigeria, all this their military training. 6 months. He was transferred to Borno State. Immediately. 6 months after his pass out, he died. And the mother was like, live in this street, this Lawson down there. A small boy of 23 years. Just ended his career like that. Is that how it's supposed to be? Had it been you posted him within his place where he's conversant with people, know them, all these things won't happen because government has failed. So they feel that let us do it the way we want it. You don't do it the way you want it. You do it the way people want it. Because Nigeria is not your own personal property. It belongs to everybody. Look at over 200 and something million people suffering. And one man is talking, he won't do this, he won't do that. Whenever you like, you travel without letting your advice to know where you are going. And the advice, who knows the law? A professor of law, a senior advocate of Nigeria will just feel that it's not good.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Ike. Thank you for your time on the show.
Thank you.
So we have come to the end of Political Matters and OPC TV SUNDOS Communication. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our videos. My name is Alagbe Kaide, and the person behind the camera today, Mr. Sheyi Odetola, from every member of the OPC TV crew. We say bye-bye.